Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you today? Good, I'm fine too, thank you. We are from group 2. Now we are going to present about analysis of learning obstacles to the topic of geometric transformations at SMK Nurul Huda Janatun. But before we come to the presentation session, let me introduce me and my friend. My name is Qurratu Ayunin with number of my name 203172304 and 0. And I'm going to be the moderator and the second speaker. And here is my friend. Her name is Anissa Apir with number of her name 203172304 and 9. She will be the first speaker. Well, I think that's enough about the introduction sessions. Let's come to the next sessions. It will be the presentation of material about analysis of learning obstacles in the topic of geometric transformations at SMK Nurul Huda Janatun. Because my friend is the speaker, well, she will begin our presentations. Here it is.
Here I will explain about the introduction of analysis of learning obstacles in the topic of geometric transformation. Geometry is the study of shape, size, and the proportion of shapes, and underlies most of what the image in the world around us. In learning geometry transformation at SMK Nurul Huda Janatun, Kota Cirebon, it was found what students still have problem in learning geometry. The problems in learning geometry include students' weak reasoning ability, lack of mathematical connection, and the need for more practice in verbal, visual, and appliance skill. Therefore, efforts are needed to provide effective and efficient learning. These efforts must be organized in a didactical dense research (DGR). This study aims to identify learning barriers experienced by students in the learning process. This research in experience to provide valuable insights for education to adapt their teaching approach and create a more conducive learning environments.
Next, the method of the analysis is this research design uses the didactical design research or DDR model, which is a research design consisting of 3 stages. They are didactical situation analysis, metapedagogical analysis, and retrospective analysis. The subject of this study were 30 students of class 9 at SMK Nurul Huda Janatun. Of these, 3 students were selected using purposive sampling based on height, medium, and low ability. The procedure carried out was to give essay questions to 32 students and selected 3 students to be interviewed to obtain more comprehensive data on learning barriers experienced during the learning process. Combining the essay, test research with the interview data, this study will gain valuable information about the learning barriers experienced by students with varied abilities and communication skills, so that it can facilitate researchers to analyze and understand the learning obstacles faced by students in learning geometric transformations and provide valuable insights to improve the teaching and learning process in the future. The result of the study showed that 5 students have high ability, 19 have moderate ability, and 8 have low ability. After that, representatives from each group are selected to sharpen the analysis of learning obstacles experienced by the students. The result from the 3 students representing the high, moderate, and low ability categories are as follows. Number 1. Result of students first. Students first represent the high ability group as he scored 65. He already has an understanding of geometric transformation as evidenced by the correct answers to essay question number 1, 3, and 4. In the interview, the students explained the concept of reflection, translation, rotation, and dilation. However, he had difficulty in answering the essay questions because the variations of the questions were not common and he rarely learned them. Based on the result of the interview, the students had difficulty in answering the question because he forgot the method taught by the teacher. And the lack of parties is conceptual problems. Number 2. Result from student second. Student second represent the moderate ability category as he scored 50. The student has a basic understanding of geometric transformation as evidenced by the correct answer to question number 1, 2, and 3. The students can explain the concept of reflection, translation, and rotation. However, the students had difficulty in working on problem number 4, so the students answered with unclear concept. During the interview, the students could not explain the origin of his answer, although the students understand what is meant by scale in the question. Number 3. Result from students' search. Next, let's analyze students number 3 who falls under the low ability category due to their score 10. The students could only answer question number 1 correctly, while the other questions were incomplete or not answered. The students could only answer question number 1 correctly, while the other questions were incomplete or not answered. However, they could not explain their answers. The research showed that these students did not understand the concept of arithmetic that should be understood to answer geometry transformation problems. Discussion from the analysis. There are 3 categories of obstacles that students could talk. Namely, the first is ontogenical obstacles. These occur due to the mismatch between the students' level of thinking and the instruction provided. This leads to difficulties in understanding the taught material. Among them are students are not adequately prepared to receive the learning process due to a lack of motivation to learn, both from within themselves and from their surrounding environment, such as the family. The second is students do not know the formulas to solve the problems. Number 3, students misrepresent the problems, leading to errors in the calculation process. And the last, number 4, is students do not understand the concept presented in the given problems. The second category of obstacles is epistemological obstacles. These obstacles arise from the limited context known to the students. This difficulty occurs when the students only partially understands a concept, making it challenge in grasp the material if the concept change. Among them are: the first, students cannot determine translation on a line. They can only do it when it involves a single point. Number 2, students can answer question involving two transformation concept as seen in question number 5 and 6. And the last, number 3, students are unable to answer story problems like in question number 4. The last categories of obstacles is didactical obstacles. These are learning difficulties resulting from the teaching provided by the teacher. It might indicate that the instructional approach used by the teacher is not effectively supporting the students' learning process. Among them are: first, students feel the teacher explains the material too quickly and doesn't provide understandable illustrations. And the second, the available teaching materials do not explain the material in detail for each part.
Based on the research that has been done, learning obstacles experienced by students in geometry transformation course are as follows: lack of readiness to learn due to low motivation to learn, both from within themselves and from the surrounding environment, lack of knowledge about the formulas to solve the problems, misinterpretation of the presentation of the problem, resulting in errors in calculation process, lack of understanding of the concepts presented in the given problem. The result of the student indicate the student's abilities are classified as low to moderate in geometry transformation. Students still need more practice and deeper learning to master geometric transformation material. Based on their finding, the researcher recommended teacher to design learning activities that can explain the concept of geometry transformation with illustration of more tangible visual representation. In addition, teachers should provide more contextual and diverse exercises to help students become more familiar with the concept and develop their thinking process. Students can improve their understanding in problem solving ability in geometry transformation.
Now, we are coming to the last agenda, discussing, but before we close our presentation today, we are as the presentators, especially I am as the moderator, saying sorry if we have a mistake during presenting our material today. And the last we say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.